on Panama, it's quite an interesting dichotomy because you have 28% of the population living below the poverty line, yet the GDP has been particularly robust, hitting 10.7% last year. How is this happening?
It's the classic story for Latin America. You have a macroeconomy that may be doing pretty well, but a microeconomy, in other words, everybody's individual economies, may not be doing as well.
Panama has been facing an incredible economic growth over the past decade, but it has not been beneficial for all social classes. It has become the Latin American hub in the banking system and for multinational corporations. Its economy has been booming even more after the development of projects like the Panama Canal expansion, being now the nation with the highest economic growth in the hemisphere. But still, with all this economic prosperity, Panama has the second worst income distribution in Latin America.
Panama's Gini index, according to the World Bank, is currently 51%. Knowing that 100% means total inequality may lead to the thought that being in the middle is not so bad. But when it's compared to the United Kingdom's Gini index, which is 38, you may notice that Panama's Gini index is really high, especially for such a small country.
Income distributions are especially concerning when analyzed by region. In 2008, rural and indigenous areas held a poverty rate between 50 and 96%, in contrast to the urban areas where 17.7% lived in poverty. Poverty in Panama is a result of the inequalities created by a service-oriented economy, which offers little to no opportunities to the non-urban areas. The lack of the accessibility to basic services, such as health and education, and limits their access to markets. Research also indicates that international trade in developing countries can be a source of income inequality, leading to an income distribution where the highest 10% share 40% of the income, and the lowest 10% share only 1% of the income. The result? A booming economy where 10 to 15% of the GDP is invested on projects like the Panama Canal expansion, but only 3.5% is invested in education.